Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Tuesday, 11th of November 2025. Today is also the day when the second phase of polling happens in Bihar. But let's begin this uh, podcast on a very somber note. Yesterday, we had terror coming back to India and in Delhi and near Red Fort, where there was a bomb blast, and the casualties have gone up to in double digits. So let's condole the death and let's pray that the wounded come back safely and in a better shape. And more important is that the perpetrators behind the attack be rounded up immediately and the strictest punishment to be given to them. We have not had this kind of a situation for quite some time. Unfortunately, it has happened in Delhi and in the center of the capital. So let's go now to the markets. The question today, which bulls like me and a lot of others, there are very few bulls actually, or people with bullish sentiment or bullish analysis are very few. And all of us ask the question whether this rally will continue. The reason why we ask this question is because yesterday the markets, got a upgrade from Goldman Sachs, which is generally, a market mover. Yet the market struggled through the day. It did go up during the first half of the session, but then at the end it came down significantly, though closing in the green. Both Nifty and Bank Nifty and most other indices, excepting micro cap index, closed in the green. So why is this question coming? The question is deeper because if you drill down into the market advances and declines outnumbered advances yesterday, even though all the indices or all majority of the indices were in the green. So what does it tell us? It tells us that people are scared to be in the market on the long side. So whenever they get a chance, they just get out of the market independent of what is happening globally. Previously, we used to look at the global markets and take a decisive call on Indian markets. In my more than 35 years of experience, of course, the FIs only came in after 94, say like, let's say 30 years of this globalization, I have not seen any time where Indian market has not moved in step with the global markets on the upside. So this is the first time I am noticing this, and it's obviously you can document it and you can check out. So what is going to happen if there is some correction globally is what the question which we should battle and try to find some answers. The answers are not easy, but this is what the situation is. So now, yesterday it showed that the market men are not interested in holding on to their position, so they sell at the first instance of getting profit, however small it may be. We did our intraday trading yesterday, and it turned out to be very good because we seem to have got the right positions, right entries, and right stocks. But we can't be lucky all the time, so we need to be also careful, even though things macro as well as the large investors are positive on Indian market, at least strategically. Now, so therefore, yesterday, as I said, the markets did close higher, but the bulls, the portfolios holders who are having a diversified portfolio would not have made any great profits, or they could be ending in losses also. Take FMCG, which was a very popular sector. It is seventh day in a row it is dropped. So and PSU banks, which are leading the rally, they also dropped. Now, what saved the day yesterday was IT, which nobody would be there because people are bearish on IT and rightfully so. And so that held up the market. And the metal index held up the market, especially stocks like Nalco, which we hold, went up as much as 10%. But there are also stocks in the metal sector which did well, but they were sold off. So the market is not allowing the bulls to rest easily. Pharma was up about 1%. That's also a sector which is slightly on the bearish side, I would say. Uh, so, what did the FIS do? I had cautioned yesterday that the numbers which came on Friday from the FIS, which showed a significant buying, was related to Bharti Airtel block deal. So, sure enough, yesterday's numbers show that FIS have actually sold about 4,000 crores, 4,100 crores net, Well, DIs, of course, continue to buy more than what FIs sell. At 5,800 crores is what DIs have bought. Net buying is about 1,700 crores. Yet the FIs seem to be still on their selling spree. If you look at the futures and options, FIs continue to increase their net short positions. Right now, they're 86% short on the Nifty futures. As I said, it's also a contrarian indicator. The market may not go up, but it is unlikely to go down too much because they've hedged to that extent. Globally, markets were volatile, but they ended in the green, especially the US markets, especially Dow Jones and S&P at one point of time were negative, but they have gone up significantly. And Nasdaq led the rally, closing about 2.27%. Dow Jones went up about 0.8%. S&P went up about 1.5%. European markets were uniformly good, led by DAX, which was up by 1.65%. Asian markets also closed very well yesterday. Now, what about the commodities? Oil is steady, which is good for India. Now, the base metals are rising, copper and aluminium. Now, the surprise is gold and silver, which is now attacking the recent all-time highs. So gold has crossed 4,100. Silver has crossed $50. For silver, recent highs were $54. Gold recent high was about $4,384. Zinc and aluminum also are doing very, very well. Lots of earnings came yesterday. Bajaj Finance came up with very good results, though it did not satisfy the analysts. So I don't know how the market will react to it because the results per se, for instance, the profit after tax on such a large base, a 22% increase, is a good result, I would say. And this quarter should be much better because you see, last quarter, the sales in companies would have been less, especially consumer goods, because the GST was high, and now GST has been reduced, and we have seen significant amount of sales in the Diwali session. So we should see better results from Bajaj Finance. Yet analysts are not happy. Bajaj Consumer also came up with very good results, 33% increase in PAT, which is extremely good, I would say, in this kind of environment. Jindal Stainless, which is again in metals, also went up by, I mean, the net profit went up by about 33%. So that also could be in the focus. Associated Hotels, EIH Associated Hotels, also did a 33% increase in profit after tax. So that should also gain some traction today. ONGC came with good results, in my opinion. They went up, the profit went up about 23% quarter on quarter, but the analysts again are not happy. So we may see some selling in ONGC. KEC International, which is in the engineering sector, came up with very good results of a 25% increase in profits. I am giving you some select stocks and companies because the number of 500 companies come with results every day. So I'm just picking and choosing something which looked interesting. Also, they are representative of the industry. So KEC did very well, a 25% increase. Sarda Energy and Mines, incidentally, we hold that, came up with spectacular results of 65% increase in net profit, but the price really did not sustain the higher levels. So what I'm noticing is even for a company like Sarda Energy, which has come with 65% increase in net profit, it is not, people are afraid to hold it at some levels and they continue to sell. So today, the other stocks which could be in focus could be Sirma, which revenue is up by about 39% and EBITDA is up by 62%. So that should do well. And then you have Imami. Imami came up with very poor results. Profit after tax was below, down by 30%. So that may be hammered today. Tata Motors, corporate news is that tomorrow their commercial vehicles arm will get listed. So that will now compete with Ashok Leyland and other commercial vehicle manufacturers. So we have to watch that carefully. Gujarat Gas came with results, and it was very poor results, which was very surprising. But that's what it was. Rolex Rings, which is another popular mid-cap stock, that also came up with very poor results. And Triveni Turbines has come with moderately good results, I would say. Now, as we go into trade today, while we are cautious, we are continue to be still bullish, though lots of people are saying astrologically today is bad day and 14th is a bad day because 14th is the day when the BR election results come. So we do not know exactly how the BR election results will turn out, and more importantly, how the market will react. I remember in 2015, the BR election results came, and everybody was expecting that NDA will win at that point of time because it was the first term of NDA, and they were on a roll. But it was surprising that the Mahagathbandhan, that is RJD and Congress and other parties, they won that election. So what happened to the market was it was a surprise, a negative surprise. It opened lower, but then recovered quickly and went up. Generally, I've seen election results, even if they are against the trend, against what market thinks, like in Telangana or Karnataka, the bearishness doesn't last long. However, those were the days when the market was on a bullish trend. Today, we are in a sideways trend. We are not in bullish, neither we are in bearish. We are selectively bullish, more bullish than bearish, of course. You can say it's 60% bullish and 40% bearish. Those days, it would be 80% bullish and 20% bearish. So, whether, first of all, whether the results will come against the NDA, we don't know. If they come, how the market will react, and whether it will react only for a short time also is what we have to see. We are going based on fundamentals and global fund flow. Global fund flow is good, but coming to India is lower through FIS. We are coming only through the primary market. They are selling the secondary market. Now, if you look at where India stands, if we look at US and India, generally our valuations were always better than US valuations. If you take S&P 500 versus the Nifty 50. I saw a news report here which says that Nifty 50 is trading at 20% discount. This is the highest in 17 years, higher 20% discount to the S&P. So that way we also have something to not worry about, because now we are undervalued vis-a-vis S&P. So that is going to stop us from going down terribly, in my opinion. That's the reason I don't want to be bearish for no reason. There should be some very strong reasons. Finally, our friend Trump comes up and says, we are making a deal with India, a much different deal than we had in the past. We are getting a fair deal with India, just a fair trade deal. So we are going to bring down the tariffs down on India at some point. So he has said that they will bring down the tariffs. So that is good news for India. But when it will happen, we don't know. We have to await. But at least that gives us some hope that this 50% which we are having, which is the world's highest with Brazil, will not be there for a long time. So we continue to be bullish. We look for, what shall I say, bargains. But whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.